morning. I've just been for my run. It's a very misty and foggy morning in Doncaster. Can it be both? I suspect it can. But either way, it's definitely one of them. So today is going to be about completing that festive content that I started yesterday. I've still got quite a bit of work to do on it, including the vocals. Now, one of the things that I'm particularly proud of is this. What I've done is I've managed to put the microphone in such a place that it's actually out of the shot in the DSLR. So if you look at that screen there, I can actually sing, record it properly live, but it doesn't interrupt the shot. One of the most annoying things about doing live recordings is that the microphone is often right in the way of the camera, kind of like this, and you kind of, you're either like hiding behind it trying to get a good sound, or you've got a big pair of headphones on, so I'm getting around that by putting the in-ears in. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with how good it looks. The autofocus on this DSLR now is going to make it a lot easier for me to actually record this properly in both senses, so I can focus on my vocal performance, which of course is the most important thing. Just having a little bit of a break now, made myself a lemon and ginger tea, pictured here. Ooh, nice. And I'm trying one of Dad's sausage rolls. He's been making them this morning. The verdict so far is that they are very, very tasty. Look at that. Decent sized things as well. Really, really nice. Good break from singing. So, I've just finished all the recording. I think you'll really like what I'm putting together actually. You should be able to tell which one I was working on when you actually see it because I was wearing this jumper. This is the first time I've worn this. I really like it. I wanted to premiere it on a very special day. I feel like it's quite a festive jumper, but there's also some kind of autumnal shades in it, so there you go. And what better day than the 6th of November to first show you it. One thing I'll say is I'm definitely getting a lot more comfortable with recording things live. When I recorded Nothing's Going On, obviously you know from the vlog with that I actually wanted to be a bit more honest, a bit more transparent, and when I was recording it I did it all in continuous live takes. And that's what I've done with this. All of it's live, none of it's lip synced. And not only that, but I am really proud of that little setup I showed you earlier, because the microphone's totally out of shot and it still sounds really good. I've recorded it quite well. I find that recording from that sort of distance really helps you to get a vocal sound that you can actually sort of change and shape a bit in the mix. Because obviously when you're a bit closer, you get the kind of on-paper style spoken vocal sound, where you get a lot of proximity. It's the sort of thing where when you've got headphones on, it sounds like the singer's actually in your head. And obviously if you're a bit further away, you get more of the room in it, which is more like a sort of BBC Radio 1 live lounge, this is definitely happening in real time sort of thing. And this is obviously about halfway between that, so I can play around with that to get the sound that I want. I'll be totally honest with you, today's a bit of an admin day, so there's not a huge amount of interesting stuff going on. Most people will know what this is like. You just got to work through some of this stuff, haven't you? Whether it's like replying to emails, sorting out invoices. It's just things that have to be done. So I've got a cup of tea on the go. I'm just gradually working through it. Even though it doesn't really make for great viewing, getting through this kind of work is quite satisfying. There's nothing quite as satisfying as getting to the bottom of a list of emails, knowing that you haven't got any more to send. Also, this might sound a bit strange, but it's the only time in my workday that I can actually listen to music. If I'm not teaching someone else to play, I'm playing my own music or I'm mixing something. But in terms of recreational listening, when I'm doing admin and things like that, that's when I can put Spotify playlists on and things like that. I don't necessarily choose like study playlists or anything like that. I just listen to what I want to listen to at that particular point. I'd be really interested to know what you listen to in that sort of scenario there. As always, let me know in the comments. That is a really good cup of tea actually. Just what you need on a misty and or foggy day like this. Oh look, a visitor. Hello. Have you come for the meeting? Or you just come for a scratch, have you? Hello. Oh, you're just going to sit there, are you? Okay. No worries. So I'm just playing around with what I recorded earlier, and I think this is what I really enjoy about production actually, because I've got the framework down and I'm just adding little bits and pieces to it. I also find this really frustrating, talking about something that you can't hear yet. It isn't ready yet, but you are going to love it, I'm sure you are. It's a really good way to kick off my Christmas content. Once again, today has been a really productive day. I've got a lot done, a lot of admin, a lot of work on this project, so a good day all around. I guess one of the shortcomings of the day is that I have actually eaten an entire pack of Rington's Ginger Snaps. I don't just mean like 3 or 4, I mean the entire pack. It's genuinely just a bad idea to leave them around me because I will just consume them. 2 weeks ago, when the Rington's man came, I got Dad to actually hide the biscuits so that way I wouldn't eat them all at once. But I saw them in the cupboard earlier and I consumed them all. But the question is, was it worth it? And when it comes to Rington's ginger snaps, the answer, of course, is yes.